beautiful soul stars, welcome to Starlight, Starbright Tarot. I hope you're all well. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you for a beautiful day. Okay, let's get started. And we are using the Aleister Crowley Tarot to start. We have the Everyday Tarot and we have a number of oracle cards to choose from for today's reading. So what is it the beautiful collective of the soul stars of Starlight, Starbright Tarot need to know? Thank you. Let's be specific to them, to the people who are watching this video now and into the future. Thank you, Divine All. If we help one person, if we assist one person to come to truth and clarity, we have done a good thing. So, you know, seek to help one person today, even just with a smile. Okay, let's get going. Thank you, Divine All. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Well, here's one. And we have the Eight of Swords. Interference, 8. Yeah, 8 is all about power. It's about wealth. It's about leadership. So there's some kind of interference going on here with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in the traditional deck, we see somebody up at... no, that's the Nine of Swords, sorry. The Eight of Swords, we see somebody who's in a self-imposed prison. A lot of, with the word interference here, it could be psychic attack, or you just feel like you're under attack in the wider world at large, outside of your, local environment, outside of your home. But this is also like a self-imposed exile. Perhaps you moved somewhere, you went somewhere, you've left a situation and you thought it was going to be so much better. You thought you were taking your power back with the 8. But see, with this Roman numerals, which is important, we have the V, which is 5, and then 3 ones. So 5 is conflict, and then 1, 2, 3. 3 ones is to do with intellect, and it's to do with independence, but it's also to do with communication, written and so forth. In your numerology, if you have, like when you do, there's a grid you can do for numerology, and you put your birth date numbers into the squares in a certain way, and it tells you. Now if you have 3 ones or more, generally you're very literary. Very literary. I don't mean literal, like I don't mean that you take things literally, but you're a great communicator. There's potential for writing. The more ones you have, if you have too many ones though, it can mean that you're all bluster and not enough action. So, but 3s are also collaboration and things like that. So there seems to be blocks when it comes to the community, because this is 5. 5 represents the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, all of the, these sorts of things, 5 of Cups, regret, what is the 5 of Cups? Oh yeah, 5 of Cups, looking back, 3 cups spilled, 2 cups behind you. So, there's conflict, there's sadness, there's regret, and this is causing conflict within you, within your mind. You need to still your mind and take that power back. You're highly intelligent. There could be interference with people or someone in your life. And this is causing you to isolate from them. And this is the thing too, when we're too conflicted, when we don't know how to make a decision, this is Gemini energy. People can be, difficult to deal with sometimes. And maybe, you're recovering from a lot of pain, betrayals, words that have hurt you and harmed you, and you're trying to protect yourself from this, is what I'm getting from this single card. Man, that's incredible. Yeah, so you feel this need to protect yourself, but it's also putting you into kind of mental health anxiety and stress. So you need to come out of this. Yeah, somebody's interfering with you. It can be spiritual, it could be spiritual attacks and things like that, but it's also somebody's interfering in a way that's disrupting your energy, that's making you feel like, you're withdrawing from the world, conflicted in some way, not able to really collaborate with others. I mean, somebody could have a bit of a temper when it comes to their words, the way they speak, things like that. And, maybe there's a need here to learn how to collaborate with others, even when we don't like them. Having some form of diplomacy could be needed here with you or someone around you. But yeah, a lot of stress, anxiety, self-imposed prisons. And see, because in this deck, in this card too, we have these Six Swords behind, which is the Six Swords of moving away. And then we have the Two Swords blocking it like a gate. So something's moving, you know, preventing you from moving forward to sort of move away and heal. Because the Six of Swords in the traditional deck, you know, we see somebody in a boat being transited across the River Styx, across to a new land, a new beginning of some kind, leaving the pain and stress behind. So this Two of Swords here, though they're not crossed, they are a block. And Two of Swords can be to do with your career. You know, feeling, you know, that you're just trapped in a financial situation that you can't get out of. It's the need to make a decision. But, you know, knowing that you are worthy, there could be something here to do with the partnership, because this is like sword and the stone, you know, pulling the sword out. Am I worthy? You know, is this relationship making me suffer, or is this relationship, or, you know, or the people around me, you know, is it good or is it making me suffer? So you need to make a decision. It could be even two separate things that need to be assessed and looked at, is what I'm getting to say to you. So, yeah, wow, okay, that's one card. Oh, cards flying around everywhere now. And I just had a card fly to these lower chakra. You know, I have these little thingy-jigs. Chakra stones, sorry. Yeah, the lower chakras could be the block to the heart. You need to follow your heart, because your mind is lying to you at the moment. Your mind is blocking you, making you imagine or feel that you're stuck, when actually, you know, you have the power, you have the control to make a decision, and you can't worry about what other people think if that's what you're worried about. And with this Six of Swords behind, you know, the universe, God, the divine, is asking you to move forward, to push through, you know, to rebirth even. Yeah, is what I'm getting to say to you, because the River of Styx is about death and rebirth. And then we have the Eight of Wands, eights again. You know, you are powerful. Don't worry what other people think. You know, you'll find that collaborating with others and being among other people might be just what you need to lift your spirits, to give you that energy that you need to move forward, moving forward with power. This is like, you're kind of like, you know, you're kind of trying to swim to shore, but you can't see land on the horizon energy. And this is land ahoy, and you're in your speedboat, and, you know, all of a sudden there's a speedboat with the biggest motor that you can imagine, and you're flying, you know, forward into your future. Because Eight of Wands, swiftness. Eight of Wands in the traditional deck, I call them the rods of God. You know, we see 8 wands clearing out karma, trailblazing. There's something that you need to do. It could be to do with the voice, the communication, the written word, you know, that's just going to move you forward very, very quickly. It could be an indecision to do with contracts and renewals of contracts and things like that. But, you know, there's a block here. Where you are currently is not where you're meant to be. So all of a sudden things are going to heat up. All of a sudden, you know, you're going to have that energy, and all of a sudden, you know, you're going to be pushed forward by the divine. This is also an intuitive energy. This is mind and mental. This is intuitive energy. You know, trust your intuition. Just do it anyway kind of energy. You know, like we have the most positive people in the world who can fall into this, the most successful people in the world who can fall into this stagnant energy. You know, so what was it that motivated you before? You know, was it your anger, your strength, you wanting to prove something? Are you just overloaded with bills and work, you know, trying to pay the bills? But there is inspiration here. There is something here for you to take your power and to move forward. Take pain, you know, turn pain into power, and turn that power into action. This is action. This could also be Mercury, like, because this is Gemini, it could be Mercury retrograde or something. I'm not into astrology, so I don't know. Is it, you know, is there a planet going direct at the moment? You know, this is also the card of Sagittarius, and Sagittarians, you know, life needs to be an adventure for them. They need to have a lot of movement, otherwise they stagnate. So if you're involved with Sagittarians, just beware. If you're not willing to move with them, they will leave you behind. So we've got Gemini, Sagittarius here. And then we have the Prince of Discs. So, you know, this is the, in the traditional deck, this is the Pentacles. Oh God, sorry. You might be a sports person and throwing discuses around or something like that. But yeah, this steady and slow movement forward here. You know, it's time to move. And so you have a bullock. So, you know, you're going to come out of this and you're going to go full speed, and then you're going to hit another block because the universe, you know, this bull is in the way. Taurus energy here. So it's kind of like, you know, you need to get moving, and you're going to move very quick, and this is going to get you kind of moving onto the right path. Sorry, I'm getting so many messages. You know, it's like being an interpreter. You know how you see those people, you know, you've got a diplomat speaking a foreign language and the interpreters have to keep up. This is what it is to get this information to you. You know, I have to keep up with all the information coming through, and it's not always easy. So, and this is for you to kind of take stock, because this is livestock, to take stock. Take a moment to breathe, slow down at some point and reassess your movement forward. This could also take a year. It could be a year from now. So, you know, all of a sudden you're just going to feel this energy rise in you and you're going to push. But then things will slow down because you need to plan. You know, earth energy is all about planning, taking a steady approach, paying attention to the details. Yeah, in your movement forward. This could also be, you know, to do with a business proposal or a proposal of some kind. But you could be heading a new direction, or maybe, you know, this is the problem too, you know, you've made too quick of a decision, and now you kind of feel like you're just gone from the frying pan into the fire. And now you're realizing that whatever you thought was going to change your life forever is actually just as dull and boring and slow as but at least you're not stuck. So that kind of energy. So the Prince of Pentacles, and he's in a cart, he's in a chariot, but it's a slow moving process. So, you know, processing information, this could be even data processing and things like that, you know, because you're going to have to, at some point, take all of these experiences with the Eight of Wands, take all of this pain, the experiences, and, you know, then you're going to have to put it into something material. And the material world is a lot slower. It's like I was having a conversation with God the other night, and it's kind of like you have fish that are in water, and like we're in a kind of watery energy as well, and it's kind of heavy and slow. It's like we're walking on the bottom of an ocean in those heavy boots. That can be this energy. So, you know, it's kind of like, it's almost like time needs to stand still, or time, the day the earth stood still. I don't know, are aliens coming? So yeah, you'll need to take stock, taking your time. But there's movement here, you know, maybe you're waiting to get transport, you need a car. There are things here, so you have all these ideas, you have all of this energy, but, you know, there's still some processes, things that need to be processed, you know, and it could even be travel it could be documents, it can be computer applications, it can be, you know, planning the business. You know, for a business to be successful, you have to have a plan, don't you? So that's for someone. So you will move forward. You know, this person has the world in their hand and a staff in their hand. So, you know, it's going out into the world slow and steady. The intrepid traveler rather than the hapless fool is what I'm getting. So, yeah. I don't know what this is all about just yet, but yeah, we have a Prince of Cups, and this is the eagle and the bull. So we have a feminine here, you know, this purple, this very spiritual person. This could be a spiritual guide as well. But I mean, this kind of travel can just simply be a short journey, because it's so slow. You know, you only travel for a short period, you stop. It could be going to the shops. It could be, you know, just a small journey of some kind, something small, or it can be a Sunday drive even. But anyway, wherever you're going, something else is flying into you with the Prince of Cups here. This feminine, because even though it says Prince, it looks like a feminine, yeah, in their Nautilus shell. So, you know, this is Pisces energy here. So, you know, this with the eagle, there's some information coming in. This could also be to do with a change from agricultural areas into ocean or water areas, that kind of thing. So there's definitely some kind of move happening. And the cart could be heavy, you know, and bulls are beasts of burden. So the cart could be heavy. So this could even be like a removalist or something like that. People who are helping you to move your goods. It could even be trade and things like that as well. So the Prince of Cups is, you know, coming, like you're going to bump into someone. I mean, the cart's going this way, but the eagle's going that way. So, yeah, you could even be stuck in a traffic jam or something like that, or you're going to the ocean and sitting and staring at it. But somebody, you know, somebody wants to give you information, someone who loves you, somebody... Yeah, there's a new beginning here in love of some kind. But the eagle is the bird of prey, and this person has the bird of prey on a leash. So this could be somebody who has, you know, like a hunting animal of some kind, a hunting dog, even a hunting bird, owls or something like that. And we have this snake here too, so there's some kind of temptation in the cup, is what I'm getting. So... this is a lot of sort of what... Oh, and then we have Two of Cups. Yeah, because you're moving towards Two of Cups. You're moving towards love. You know, we have the lotus flowers here. And it's interesting because I was going to say that this person has a lotus flower on their shoulder. You know, this person could be a lot of fun. They like to do temptation things. So, you know, they might like to be very sociable. They might like to, you know, have a couple of drinks. They might like to, you know, do low-key fun things is what I'm getting with the snake. But also the year of the snake is important as well. There is a snake in the cup. So, you know, what do snakes do? They shed their skins for growth. Yeah, so there is like an offer coming. Or you have a choice in love, because twos are about choices as much as anything else. You know, this could be a baby shower or an engagement or something with the way that this, you know, this card looks. It's a celebration. Oh, it could even be Valentine's Day. You could have a secret admirer, a communication coming in with these cups here. And dolphins. So again, you know, that watery dolphin. And dolphins are highly intelligent, and, you know, dolphins can read energy. They can read minds. So you could be a bit of a mind reader, an energy reader or something like that. So there is love here. Yeah, there is love here between you and someone else as you move forward cautiously. Yeah, this is cautious movement after, you know, all of a sudden going, yeah, I'm going to do it. But then you kind of, you know, you're a cautious person, and you're going to meet somebody who's going to communicate love with you. Or this could even be to do with being on stage and drama and dramatics and things like that. Or a child as well. Could be a child or children here is what I'm getting. Oh my God. And on the bottom we have the Ace of Cups. So, you know, you're definitely moving towards love and, more, you know, more watery energy, more Pisces energy, Scorpio, Cancer energy. But yeah, decision. You could be, you know, yeah, if you, so you're moving forward towards love. It could be to do with work, you know, as well. Like, you know, you could end up working with the person you love or meet, is what I'm getting. So that's a lot of explaining. This isn't my usual way of reading. But we'll get some more cards. Oh, the Fool. Yeah, yeah, not like the Fool. Yeah, and this is it. Take the leap of faith and it will form, and you fell into self-imposed exile. Looking into the past when you were younger. Maybe this is the thing too, you know, that youthful fool energy. It just makes decisions, flies by the seat of the pants, that kind of thing. You're needing to kind of release yourself. There's something, you know, about your past, moving into your past, wishing kind of for days when you felt freer, like you're feeling trapped. There could be some kind of entrapment here when it comes to pregnancies and things like that. Beware of those sorts of things. But the Fool, yeah, and a little dog. You could have had a little dog when you were young, like a small dog. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of that energy. And even like people who are like in their 20, you know, like mid to late 20s, they kind of wish for the freedoms that they had when they were young. You know, like it's funny, kids can't wait to leave home and have their own thing. I remember my older son said, because we, you know, I was totally against soft drinks in the family. They had soft drinks sometimes as a treat, but not in the house. And my son was, I don't know, older. He was about 4 or 5 actually. He wasn't very old. And because he was going to other kids' houses where they had all that stuff, including Red Bulls and shit at that age. And he said he got all in a tantrum, and he said, and he said to me, "Oh, well, I can't wait to be older, and I'm going to leave home, and I'm going to fill my fridge with Coca-Cola," were his exact words. And seriously, he was no more than 4 or 5 at the time. I'm leaning towards 4. Yeah, it was quite funny. So there's that kind of thing going on. And see, when they do leave and take on the responsibility of being adults, they soon realise that it's not, you know, that being an adult isn't all it's cracked up to be. I mean, I'd give anything to have loving parents and sitting back in the house and, you know, and having my parents look after me. I had parents who neglected me, unfortunately, and abused me, and my brother. But yeah, I can. If you have a happy family, I could understand, a happy childhood, I could understand you wanting to go back there. So, an 8 of Cups, yeah, you're kind of moving away, leaving all this emotional energy behind, following your intuition. Trailblazing is what I'm getting as well. This is almost like a eureka moment, like this is magnetism as well. You are very magnetic, you are very charismatic, but in a good way. But yeah, 8 of Cups, Pisces energy here, you know, moving away, leaving the past in the past, coming to the, coming to terms with reality. Is this my life right now? Yeah, it is. It is your life right now. And, you know, sometimes all it takes is to put on some music, dance around the room and make yourself laugh. Or, if you're living with someone, you could do the same thing. So 8 of Cups, leaving it all behind, letting go of the baggage. That's the thing too, baggage, movement. Maybe you're having to downsize, or you just want to get rid of all the shit. You want to declutter, declutter yourself emotionally as well, and take back your power. And then we have, the 6 of Wands, success, victory. So you're on the path, you're on the road to success and victory, but you have doubts with the Prince of Discs. You know, all of a sudden you're kind of slowing down. And that's the thing too, like even with whatever you do, whether it's an idea, whether it's something you're passionate about, or someone you're passionate about, or whatever your situation is, you know, the honeymoon period comes to an end and you kind of hit with reality. That's what we get with this Page of Discs, you know, this Page of Pentacles. So let's find out more about this love. So, you know, you're on your way to victory and success, but you kind of have to move and move swiftly. You may have to move unexpectedly. All of a sudden, you just have to move. And you're worried and stressed and, you know, you don't know what to expect. But actually, this movement's very important for you, for cleansing, for healing, for meeting your soul group, for meeting your soul tribe and your soul crew. And then we have a King of Swords. So, you know, we've got Leo energy, Pisces, Aries here, Gemini, Sag, Taurus energy. And Taurians, you know, they are generally optimistic and materialistic. But you have to remember it's not all about the money, that, you know, this life journey is about interacting with others. It is about love. It is about passions, dreams, you know, dreaming, Maybe this is it too, you know, you just think you're dreaming, it's an illusion, delusion. But 8 again, that's 3 8s. 888 says that you are going to be successful in every area of your life. You just don't see it, you just don't believe it. And the King of Swords, you know, standing in your power. This is like Moses speaking to the people, speaking your words, or Shakespeare or something like that. You could be going to see a play, or there could be something here to do with theatre and theatrics and things like that. Maybe you're going to write a play, or it could be to do with being on stage in some kind of performative way. And the King of Swords is an excellent communicator. So, you know, excellent. But this is sort of being a little bit silent, listening to others. Maybe this is something you need to do as well. You know, you need to let go of all this stress and worry. And maybe you're very talkative as well. And this is kind of being blocked. Your voice is being blocked. You don't feel like people are listening to you. But sometimes people listen to people who only speak when they have something to say. You know, so that could be something. So there's victory, there's success. There could be a contract coming as well. 10 of Swords on the bottom, you know, the worst is over. You know, it's time. There could be issues with the back problems. There could be, yeah. I'm getting like an accident as well. Like what's her name? Frida Kahlo, right? Frida Kahlo is an artist, for those who don't know, a very famous artist. You see her face everywhere. So Frida Kahlo had a tram accident, and a huge plank of wood basically went through her torso. And yes, she was able to walk and everything again, but of course couldn't have children. But she spent most of her life in bed. And then she just had times where she just suffered the pain and go and dance. She had a great romance and a great love affair with, you know, with a fellow artist. It's quite an amazing story, her story. It's quite a beautiful story of courage. But she had a mirror installed at the top of her bed. She must have had or on the ceiling or something like that. And she would do self-portraits and do portraits. And then she'd also paint her pain. And she became so famous, you know. So there could be something here, like painting your pain, writing about your pain, your experiences. Or what seems to be a happy, you know, what seems to be, you know, like a bad accident can turn out to be happy happenstance. You know, once the pain is over, once you're back on your feet, you know, whether this is physical, spiritual, or otherwise, you know, like there's a happy accident. Like most great inventions and most great discoveries are happenstance. They're happy accidents. It's like they're looking at something else and they're experimenting, asking a particular question, doing experiments, and all of a sudden that, you know, one of those days the stars align, and, you know, all of a sudden Marie Curie, you know, discovers penicillin. You know, a lot of discoveries are often discovered by not even asking the questions that are being asked. So, and that's kind of true. It's you know, it's true. So it's kind of like self-limiting beliefs are the same thing. If you go out into the world with a particular idea, with a particular vision, it may not actually end up being anything you thought it would be, but it results in everything you could dream of. This is dream, you know, this is living a dream. You're going to live a dream. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So that's what it means. But like people go, well, what's self-limiting beliefs? You know, people go, oh, that's negative thinking. It's like, don't think about earning $1,000. Think about earning $100,000. And yeah, you can speak all of that into existence. But what it is like when when you just feel that urge to go, then you're open to discoveries. You know? Yeah. Does that all make sense? I hope, you know, so you're moving towards love, you know, and King of Swords, oh yeah, and the Hermit. So the Hermit and the King of Swords, you know, these are meeting, like people are meeting, coming together, but you can't stay, like, you can't hide yourself away forever, even if, you know, and the thing is, even if you are the Hermit, there comes a time you're going to have to go shopping. So you could end up meeting somebody at the shops. Like, this is going to happen whether you want it to or not. Like, you're so afraid, you know, keeping yourself locked up in the dark, afraid of people, afraid of the world. And people go, oh, that's all anxiety. Well, no, it can also be just simple trauma. you know. Trauma and anxiety aren't the same thing. Yes, they can be a part of the same, but you know what I'm saying. So anyway, so this is a meeting. It could be a meeting of older people as well, you know, being wise people, discussing something, making a decision, or somebody's discussing you and wants to make a decision about you, or it's just bumping into people. But the hermit, you know, is the wise person, the guiding light, the person of wisdom. So, you know, you're going to find the wise man. What was that book? So Say I, Zoroaster or something. You know, the hermit. Well, you might not know, but it's an old book. So Say I, Zoroaster, I think it is. I think it's Zoroaster. I think he was the start of Zoroaster. Is, you know, one of the oldest religions in the world. You know, he sits as a guru forever, and then he decides to go out into the world, right? And he just finds that there's no one there, you know, who thinks the way he does. There's no one out there who wants to listen to his wisdom. You know, he sees all of these people, you know, struggling in their lives, or, you know, he sees the mob. He speaks to them and he gets humiliated, he gets laughed at. But, you know, he doesn't stop. But it is kind of like, at the end of it, he kind of just goes, yeah, well, there is no one out there worthy of my words. So, but so what? At least he tried. I don't know, that's for someone. That's, yeah, something like that. And then we have a Queen of Wands. So, you know, the Queen of Wands is highly charismatic. The Queen of Wands is, you know, is very charming. They have beautiful, sensual energy. They're highly sociable. You know, they're charismatic leaders is what I'm getting. Like, yeah. And this of Pentacles, so giving and receiving. So this could be to do with payments and things like that as well. Yeah, so whatever you're requesting, whatever you're wanting when it comes to love and money and success, you're going to have it, but there are decisions that need to be made. There are other people that you need to get permission from, or that you need to get information from, so that you could have success. I mean, this could be being a counselor as well. Maybe you need some kind of counseling in order to move forward, or some kind of permission in order to move forward. So I don't know if this all makes sense to you or not, but it's actually turning into a long reading again, but there's a lot to say. Only you'll know. Oh, what's underneath the Ace of Cups? Oh, the Ace of Wands. So that's a new beginning, you know, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, they're new beginnings. And a Princess of Wands. So, you know, fire. Good news as well with the Princess of Wands. Yeah, you're going to feel reignited. This is very spiritual as well. This is like Ace of Wands, Kundalini, Ace of Cups, love, tantric. You know, maybe this is the thing too. Maybe you're going to visit somewhere, you know, spiritual. You want to go somewhere spiritual. A lot of people go to India. You know, a lot of people go to Nepal and places like that. You know, they go and find their guru kind of energy. So, but yeah, you need to move. You can't stay stuck where you are forever. And yeah, be cautious. There is caution here. You know, you're going to go through different, or you're going to see different sceneries as well. Waterfall, look at these waterfalls and eagles in the sky, and I don't know, nautilus shells. You know, you're going to see agriculture, people with carts. You know, you might go to an Amish community, you know, or you might just, yeah. So, you know, farming and farmlands. It's like, you know, you're going to have a journey. And at the end of it, your cups, you're going to have healing. Your cup's going to be filled with love. You're going to have this Wands energy. This is almost like, you know, a journalist who, a traveling journalist or something like that. Journalism, traveling journalist, that kind of thing. Or just a lot of traveling going on here. Yeah, hard work ahead. This is what you're worried about with your you know, with going forward. You know, you're stuck and stressed, and you know, everything does take hard work, but all of a sudden, all of this hard work, all of this, you know, thinking, all of this stress, all of this, whatever this is all going to make sense to you. It's all been necessary for you to move forward towards your new future. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. So, you know, this is something as well. You know, you've got someone in your life who really doesn't vibrate with your values and your beliefs, or you've got yourself stuck in something which goes against your values and beliefs. But you have a very strong will. Geminis are very strong-willed, and so are Sagittarians. Pisces not so much. You could stand your ground, but it's just going. There's some kind of split going on here. Like you're leaving someone behind. Yeah, you're leaving something behind. You also have to leave your childishness behind and things like that. You know, there's no way you're going to do something against your will. Yeah. But also, you know, you need willpower to move forward. There's a difference between will and willpower. So, yeah, where you are currently just really isn't where you're meant to be. Whoever you are with, you're being isolated for a reason. You've got to think about this, make a decision, and just make the decision to move forward. Think about, put yourself first is what I'm getting. Children always put themselves first. You need to put yourself first. I'm not saying that you're not compassionate and giving to others. That's not what I'm saying. But when it comes to deciding what you want to play or where you want to, you know, children just make decisions. Oh, I want to play Lego today. Oh, I want to go and see my friend. I want to draw a picture. You know, whatever pops in their little heads, they just do it. And this is what's being asked of you here. You know, that childish, like, impulsiveness, but you know, and it's going to lead you. This is like serendipity as well. It's meant to be. Broken ring. Oh, there we go. Yeah, parting of the ways. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. So, you know, we talked about that. But you have a secret admirer. Did I not say, you know, you're moving towards a secret admirer, or there's somebody in your workplace who secretly admires you. Once you split up with whoever you're with currently, is going to push you forward, you know, traveling to a new place, traveling, you know, something could even be traveling buddies and things like that. So this new workplace, you know, you have a secret admirer, and that's why I said that before. You know, you could end up having a romance that will lead to big love into the future. Like you've just had small love, now you're getting big love. You know, this will be the love of your life. There'll be a lot of passion, a lot of wands energy here. So, yeah, is what I'm getting. We'll just take these. Those shuffling that huge big lump of... okay, and Quill, get back to basics. Yeah, that's what, you know, it's asking you to do with that Prince of Discs. Get back to basics, make a list, be practical, but also allow yourself to dream, you know, create, manifest, small manifestations, small dreams. But yeah, you're going to get information, you're going to meet people along the way that it's going to help you on your hero's journey. You know, you've got somebody who's blocking you on your hero's journey at the moment, or something's blocking you, but you're going to start to find helpers on the way. So Camel, persevere, that's it, persevere and you will overcome problems. This is a common theme at the moment. So, you know, make sure that you're hydrated as well. Make sure that you're well supplied is what I'm getting. Make sure, you know, the camel needs to have lots of water, but it's also like after a hard, dusty drive, you know, you're going home and the camel is, you're finding an oasis, not going home, but, you know, well, you're going more towards your spiritual home. You know, take time to rest, rehydrate. There's an oasis into the future. There is love. You're going to be able to drink from a cup of love. But, you know, make sure, yeah, there could be something here to do with temptation, though. That's the only thing. You need to be aware of that. And Candle, you will be shown the way with the Hermit. Oh, well, there you go. That's the end of the reading. This is a very long reading. And Lion, time to act. You know, time to act. And you're going to move towards having, you know, being refreshed, being revitalized. You could be moving from the country, somewhere very hot, to somewhere more refreshing where there is waterfalls, you know, there's water and it's beautiful. Yeah, because broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem is what you're worried about, is what you're stressed about. One more. Yeah, unsuccessful plans. I just saw that's it, you know, that's what I'm saying. You know, we think our plans are unsuccessful because it's not going exactly how we wanted it to, but it's actually going to be even better. We spoke about that. Yeah, keep your life in balance. So, you know, you need to keep things in balance. Justice here for you as well. And then we'll just get a fairy card. So, These are Fairy Dreams by Doreen Virtue. Oh, yeah, so getting back to basic, time to act. And, you know, the universe is saying that, yeah, things may not work out as you plan, but, you know, things may not go in your favor in your mind. But, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Silver, goddess and insight. So, you know, we have trusting your intuition, trusting your psychic abilities. This is the High Priestess. Silver is important here as well. You know, maybe you have a High Priestess in your life, or you listen to High Priestesses, you listen to psychics and things like that. You'll actually instinctively know, because the wands are instinct. You'll instinctively know when to act. And daydream, you know, dare to dream. Imagination, allow your mind to wander. I'm reading upside down. Yeah, there could be here things to do with mother and mother healing. Your mother could be a High Priestess. There could be, this is Lady's Mantle. Quill, maybe you need to send a message, or you're hoping to hear from a mother or a mother figure, somebody very nurturing. You know, somebody theatrical, could be a water sign, could be a fire sign. And then spring, yeah. So, you know, this is all spring as well. Love is in the air. Awakening, projects, renewal. So maybe you need to visit someone, or see someone, or talk to someone in order to overcome a problem when it comes to love. It could be family, because the Prince of Cups is Cancer, which is representative of the home and family. So, right. My power lies in my peaceful presence. So go in peace, my friends. Go in peace. You know, stop all this mental activity, this frustration, this anger even. You know, you're angry with the gods. Yeah. Oh, look, I am a light worker in disguise. I don't have to talk about it. I can just be it. And that's what I said over here. You don't have to talk about it. You know, you don't have to say much. You know, the truly wise person says little and only speaks, you know, and that's why people say, oh, wow, you know, you don't say much, but when you do, it's significant. You know, so you are a worker of light. You're a light angel on earth. You could be a healer. You may just not know it yet. I celebrate my progress. Awareness, not perfection, is the goal. Awareness, not perfection, is the goal. So, you know, you're coming to awareness. This is part of your life path, awakening. You'll start to realize that trusting in the universe, trusting in God, trusting in God's plan without stress and worry, you know, that's having faith. And, you know, you're going in the right direction is what I'm getting. So, you know, stop stressing, stop worrying. One more. Big reading. Big reading. I mean, if the readings need to go this long, I do them this long. I do try and keep them to 20 minutes, but it doesn't always work. And here we have doll. So, you know, childhood, things like that. You are a living doll, victory. Maybe something to do with dolls, dollies. watch the mini-series Humans. It's quite interesting. And what am I watching at the moment is... which I'm enjoying. I can't think what it's called. I'm getting old. And Hedgehog. So doll. I might just read that. What is doll? I mean, it's about childhood and things like that as well. And it's like you're a light worker since you were a child. Like you might have spoken to your dolls. Toy Story here. It's like, you know, your dolls, your toys, your stuffed animals were very real to you. It's almost like they were like... spirit speaking through your toys, I'm getting, so like Toy Story or something like that. But also since you were a child, you know, you're a child of light. You could have a parent, I'm getting on your mother's side, you know, a lot of psychic energy on the mother's side. The mother is a High Priestess, a psychic, a healer of some kind. You know, maybe you've been through a lot of stress with this High Priestess, with you know, maybe, you know, this is what's causing problems as well. Mother issues, mother healing needed. Oh, I'm getting a big ringing in my right ear, so yes. You know, maybe that's the other thing, you know, like marrying your mother, marrying your father is not a good idea. Okay. And knowing that your parents are just human too. All right, love to you guys. Bye.